Hello and welcome to my reading about what does the opposite gender think of you. To start with, we have the lucky coin, which is pile number 1. Pile number 2 is the money bag, and pile number 3 is the dragon keychain. Hello number ones, thank you for watching. To start with, we have the 3 of coins. So the opposite gender can see you working hard on your money. And the next card is the 9 of Swords. Some of you might have mental issues or something mental blocking you, and they can see that. It could have been from a past trauma. The 6 of Coins is they think you're very generous and well-natured. The 2 of Coins, they can see that you're juggling finances. You might be juggling 2 jobs, or a few side hustles and some jobs, but you're working very hard at your money is what they see a lot of the time. The 3 of Cups is celebrating. So they could see you celebrating out a lot, being social, having fun. You might like to do this and they've noticed, and they might see you when you go out there. The 10 of Swords is really bad for like mental health. So some of you could have mental health problems, or some people could think that you have mental health problems. Maybe you just work really hard and you're just not really feeling it all the time. The next card is Judgment. Some might find you a little bit judgmental, but we're all allowed to form our own judgment of things, I suppose. Next is New Boo. New love, learning each other, flirtations is what it says. So some of you might have a new partner that they've noticed. Cloud 9 after New Boo makes me think that you're really happy. It says on the card, emotionally fulfilled, expectations met, ecstatic. So they would have definitely noticed that you're happy with your new person. Long road. Sometimes, like, the opposite gender might think you do things the hard way, which I've been caught out for doing that myself. It's how we learn. I think heart fog, mixed emotions, unclear feelings, wishy-washy. So some of them might find you a bit emotionally volatile, like you're not the same mood all the time. And I don't know, maybe this confuses them. Turnt is next. Party animal, which goes with the 3 of Cups card. Sex, drugs, alcohol, indulging in surface pleasures. So some of them might have seen you indulging, and they might have been forming the opinion that maybe you do it a lot, which is up to you. Like, I think it sounds fun. My boo. Official status, exclusive relationships, seeing each other openly. So some of them could see that you've just came out in the open with a new partner. So they could be talking about this. Giving heart. So they think you are a generous person. Like with the 6 of Coins was there. That means generosity. And this one here, giving heart, also means generosity. Showing love, caring actions, selfless gestures. Okay. Next we have no illusion. So they think that you can see things real clear, like you have clarity and you're not, you don't let things overtake you that aren't real. Like you know what's real and what's not. Charge ahead. They see you going ahead really fast, making really good progress. You might not take time for leisure or wait around. You just, you want it and you're running for it. I feel like this is career orientated, this fast progress. Take precautions. I feel like the opposite gender thinks you're very careful. Like you won't just go and do something completely stupid without planning it first and assessing it on all angles. important part makes me think that you're a really good problem solver, and I could have noticed how good you are with logic, like mathematics, weights, and all that kind of thing. Embrace courage. So they think you're very courageous. Some of them, they might have seen you stick up for someone or help somebody. Higher wisdom. So they find you very wise and knowledgeable, and probably a good person to ask for advice. And the last one is honest echoes. I couldn't see that because there wasn't enough room for me to put it on the thing. And it says, listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. So some people think that you go from your heart, like you follow your heart, and some of you are very honest as well. Like you don't tell lies or anything like that, because, there's no point in telling lies because everyone will know that you're lying then. You'll get caught out and it isn't worth it, is it? So that's all I'm getting for pile number 1. Thank you for watching. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading about what does the opposite gender think about you. To start off with, we have the Two of Wands. So they think you like to strategize and make a good plan before action. The Seven of Swords is next. You could do this in secret, which might come across a bit, sneaky. I guess people, they might assume the worst of what you're doing when all you're really doing is planning for your next step. Six of Cups is nostalgia. So you might like to visit friends and family you've known for a very long time. The World is next, and that on the bottom of the card it says wholeness. So I get that they think that you're very complete, like on your own and how you are. The Eight of Coins is next, and that talks about financial stability. So they think you're financially stable. The Nine of Cups makes me think that the opposite gender thinks you're emotionally intelligent. And the Two of Cups says on the bottom, connection. So some of you might be with somebody and the opposite genders notice that you're with somebody. The next card is kinky ways. So the opposite gender might find you a little bit kinky. It says on the card, sexually open, looking to explore fantasies and fetishes. Some of you might be, or some of you might just be seen that way. Maybe you're just very attractive and they think these things about you. Body shaming. The opposite gender has noticed that you don't look very happy with yourself or your body, and they can notice that it's given you low self-esteem and feeling judged when there's nothing wrong with your body. You have a very curvy body if you're a female, and they actually, on the contrary, like that because it's feminine to be shaped a little bit bigger. Lift off. Fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. I feel like the opposite gender finds you very fast. Like if you're going to go and do something, you do it really quickly. Maybe some of them have noticed that you move very fast. Some of you, I guess you just don't like to waste time. Make believe. Fantasy, feeding into illusions, disappointment. So some of them might think you like to fantasize a little bit, which there's nothing wrong with that if you do. That's just what they think. Numbing. Self-medication, drinking away problems, distancing with substances. So some of them might think that you have a substance abuse problem, or that you like to overindulge a little bit. The next one is all the feels, deep love, soul connection, feeling at home. And that kind of goes with the Two of Cups card because it's also resembles a soul connection. So the opposite gender have observed that you have a really good connection with your partner for some of you. Hook up, fling, friends with benefits, non-committal. So the opposite gender might be thinking about hooking up with you. For those of you who are single, They might find you very attractive, and like the other card, Kinky Ways, said, it just might be the way that some of them look at you. Even if you're not really like that, they might like get into their brain that that's what you want and that's you. The next card, On the Mend, and it says, be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. So I'm getting that they can see that a lot of you have been hurt in the past and you're getting over heartbreak. Quiet moments. Quiet moments. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. I feel like a lot of you might like to have time by yourself, and that's something that the opposite gender thinks about, that they've noticed about you. Breakthrough is next. And the message is, navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. So they could be thinking about how resilient you are with things that you've faced that look like they would have been really difficult. You seem to handle things very well, and you keep moving forward, and no one can really seem to stop you once you're going. Like with the little rocket, you can't stop the little rocket. Pathfinder. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your past through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. I feel like the opposite gender thinks that you know very clearly what you're doing and where you're going, and I feel like for some of you it's your heightened intuition. You might just feel your way through things, and it looks to the opposite gender that you know exactly what you're doing. Desert of isolation again goes with the quiet moment where you just like, a lot of you like time to yourself. Metamorphosis Mirage. The Metamorphosis Mirage card tells me that a lot of you like to change, and the top of the card says transform and rise. Some of you could be Scorpios, because Scorpio is all about transformation and evolving. So the opposite gender might realize that you change yourself up a lot. And the last card is Release Burdens. And it says, embrace clarity and let go of what no longer serves you, allowing new insights to guide your path. So the opposite gender have noticed that if things just aren't working out for you, you won't sit there and put up with it, you'll discard it and keep moving forward. And that is all I've got for pile number 2s. Thank you for watching. Hello, if you chose pile number 3, the Dragon Keychain, this is your reading. To start with, we've got the 8 of Wands card. The 8 of Wands card is about communication. So I feel like the opposite gender finds you very good at communication. The Tower card next is Revelations. And it is usually the destruction of something unstable to bring about something new. And it usually brings about a change that could be mental, physical, or spiritual. And it's supposed to be very liberating. So maybe the opposite gender finds you very liberating, and they might admire your different perspectives and how much you can change and self-improve. The Star card is next, and that makes me think that they think a lot of you are just an absolute star. Like, I'm getting literal movie star, like you dress well, you do your hair well, you present yourself really well is what I'm getting from that. And the Ace of Cups, the bottom of the card says joy on this Ace of Cups card. So I feel like a lot of you could have very positive emotions when you're out socializing, especially. And the opposite gender just notice how much fun you're having. And the Fool is next, and that is all about new endeavors, whether career-wise, love-wise, or just in your daily life in general. So you like to try new things, is what they've noticed. 10 of Coins is a lot of financial abundance. So they have the opposite genders notice how well off you are doing and how well you're doing with your finances. The next card is Strength. So they notice that you keep persevering even when you get tired or fatigued. You keep going until it's time to stop. The next card is Siren Call, and on the bottom of it, it says sexual tactics, gaining attention, lured by temptation. So I'm getting that the opposite gender finds a lot of you very tempting, and they feel like they're being magnetized towards you. And like a siren, you know how the mermaids grab men and take them down to their depths. They feel a bit like that when it comes to you. Vibes, sensing something unexplainable, feeling. So I'm feeling like the opposite gender really likes your vibes that you give off. And next, Sleeping Princess. The opposite gender might have noticed how much you like sleep, which some of us just need, like a lot of sleep. And who doesn't like sleep? Hung up. Fixated, obsessive attachment, focusing in. So the opposite gender might have noticed that if you want something, you're going to be fixated on it and you're going to go and get it. And Throwing Hands. It says disagreement, hostility and animosity, conflict and fighting. I feel like they can see, the opposite gender can see that you're going to stick up for yourself. Like if someone gives you any problems, they think you're like, you know, you're a good fighter. You're not just going to sit there and take that kind of abuse. You're going to address it. And the next one, Snack. So the opposite gender thinks a lot of you are a tasty little treat. And Fed Up is next. Over it, not having it, frustrated. They might have noticed when you get fed up, you get really fed up, and that's it. That's the end of that. The next one is Sculpture of Self. I feel like a lot of you put a lot of effort into your looks, like you use all the facials and the cleansers and the toners and everything to be very well presented, and the opposite gender notices this as well. Roots of Stability, I think, goes with the 10 of Coins card, and it's like you're very financially secure. Growth potential. Embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish. So some of you might like to self-improve and change a lot and learn things and change again. Like you're always changing and trying new things, new mentalities, new wardrobes, you know, lots of different ways you can transform. Worth the effort. Slow climb. So I feel like the opposite gender have noticed you working really hard, slow and steadily, and your perseverance with the Strength card is really admirable. Scale of Balance. I feel like the opposite gender thinks you have a good balance with your home life and your work life. You're not like doing one or the other full time all the time. Divinely Guided. I get that the opposite gender can feel that you're connected to something spiritual, and it's just obvious to them that you are. And Give Up Control is the next card. And what I'm getting from this is you don't try and control things that you cannot control. Like you don't waste your time even. And that is all I'm getting for pile number 3. Thank you for watching.